Today we are checking out the Scary add-on, created by Snail Studios. Priced at 660 Minecraft coins, that's £3.29, this add-on is $4. According to the creators, this introduces 14 brand new mobs, 10 new weapons, 4 new armor sets, and it also includes the Dweller and much more. The file size of this is 14 megabytes. Now, I was definitely curious about this add-on because I strongly believe we need more horror-based add-ons on the Minecraft marketplace, but is it going to be as good as the horror survival add-on? Now, once you have this installed in a new or pre-existing world, you'll be given the Scary tutorial book. But first, we need to do the midnight test. If I turn this to midnight, are these mobs and creatures going to spawn naturally in your world? We can see one right there, which is the new type of zombie. That's meant to be a sheep. That's meant to be a cow. So yes, they will spawn naturally in your world. Now, I don't know about you, but I find it easier to learn and understand add-ons when they have pictures involved. So when we place down the guide, if we tap on the next page, we have the plagued cow, which we've just seen, the plagued sheep, which we've also just seen. This drops weird meat and also tough leather. This drops lamb chop and heavy thread. And that's going to be the case throughout this whole entire add-on. So what I want to do is give myself regen. I did go ahead and install the health bars add-on because I want to see how much health they have. One thing I do want to say, though, is I don't like this. When I was checking this out in creative, every single one of these mob/entities are all using the same spawn egg. Let's start with the plagued cow. Does it burn during the day? It does not. In terms of damage, it's doing like 2 hearts worth of damage. Let's go and kill it. We want to see what it drops and the chances of getting the items. Come on. Okay, so it's dropped a couple of things. This has dropped the leather. It's also dropped the weird meat, which I'm guessing can be cooked. Before we do that, though, how about the plagued sheep? Has a health of 35. Does the same amount of damage as the cow did. When you kill it, it has the same sheep sounds, but will drop wool, will drop pork chops, and the heavy thread. Now, the cool thing is, these items will be used a little bit later on. I've just discovered you can actually smelt the tough leather. Is this going to produce regular Minecraft leather? Let's check. Yes, the regular Minecraft leather. Weird meat is also going to cook some form of food. Is it going to be some kind of like mutton? Let's see. Come on, you're going to give me cooked weird meat, and then we also have the lamb chops, which can be cooked, and I'm guessing if I was hungry, these could be eaten. Let's see how much this is going to heal me. Weird meat actually gives you some form of regeneration anyway for a split second. Okay, so only a split second. Let's see if the lamb chop produces anything special. So this will give you a limited time jump ability, but it's literally there for like 2 seconds. There is also a plagued pig and a plagued chicken. One drops nasty meat and tough leather. The other drops chicken leg. So let's start with the piggy. That looks more like a spider than anything else. I'm guessing they'll all do the same amount of damage. Yes, this does the same amount of damage as it did before. Let's kill you. Drop some kind of meat and tough leather. And here is the very obscure and very strange looking chicken with some very horrible sounds. They all seem to have the exact same health. Nasty meat, once cooked, will provide cooked nasty meat. And the raw chicken leg is going to produce just a cooked version. Something tells me we're about to get more plagued mobs. This one is a plagued skeleton, but also a plague zombie. I'm curious if they'll burn during daylight. This will drop bone pieces and reinforced bones, which again, these are used later on in a recipe. And the zombie drops thick, rotten flesh and zombie hide. So let's grab you two this time. Do you burn? Yes. So the skeleton will burn during daytime. I'm guessing the zombie will too. I'm trying to show you guys the models, and the spider has also turned up. This one has a lot more health though. Let's start with the regular zombie. Come on. Let's get rid of you. Okay, you're dead. There's the spider. I kind of... Oh, there's a villager as well. Okay, we'll get rid of you. I kind of like the skeleton, to be fair. I like the way the rib cage opens. Kind of reminds me of Alien. Okay, so I just discovered that the attack on the skeleton is actually incredibly strong. It's like 3.5 pushing to 4 hearts worth of damage. On this occasion, though, we didn't manage to get the special item that it can drop. Let's try another one. Yeah, okay, so this is a slight rarity, and you don't get this every time. Moving on to the next plagued versions. I did show you the spider, and we do have a creeper, but I'll show you these again. These shouldn't technically burn during the day. Honestly, the model of this is brilliant. What's the attack like on you? Okay, so also just as strong as the skeleton. This drops something called spider bites, I believe it is, which is these. These are crafted into a recipe a little bit later on. As for the creeper, do you explode? Strangely enough, it does not. Kind of reminds me of that creeper that Mojang had in their office, showing you the internal side of a creeper. This also drops gunpowder, but also creeper clump and a creeper face, which we are going to need a little bit later on, but that looks like it's going to be a rare drop. Next on our list is a plagued goat, but also a villager. All right, let's try the goat. Dude, that is terrifying. Why is it like really thick? He really thick. How strong are you? Okay, like 3.5, maybe 2.5. What do you drop? Let's see. But they all have the same health. Oh, this drops fur, which is used for, I think it's armor a little bit later on. To be fair, that definitely looks really cool as well. Well, let's kill you. Okay, that drops the tainted emeralds, which I believe is used for a sword. We do have a plagued witch and a dweller. The dweller can drop ancient sword grip, ancient sword guard, and ancient sword blade. I'm guessing that's going to have the most health, but let's start with a witch. Okay, I mean, it looks pretty cool. How strong are you, though? Not very at all. And also doesn't have a lot of health. What about the dweller? So it actually isn't showing the dweller's health itself, but does do like 3.5 hearts worth of damage. Oh, wait, there's its health. There's its health. Oh, it's 75. 75 health. Okay, on this occasion, it didn't drop anything. Let's do summon dweller. Let's try it again. So I want to see if we can get something from this. But even with looting, your chances aren't necessarily... Yeah, so the chances aren't exactly improved. And on this occasion, we did get the ancient sword grip. If you manage to get all 3 of these, there is a weapon you're able to craft. This is the ancient sword. Unfortunately, though, the animations in first person, they're still not perfect. But this is very strong, though. Okay, so it comes with an attack of 9. Biggest question is, can these weapons be enchanted with vanilla? Yes, they can. It only provided unbreaking, but it can still be enchanted. In third person, it doesn't look too bad. In first person, still not a fan. Next, we have the loudmouth and the smiler. Now, I did see the loudmouth while setting up today's video. I think it might have a lot of health as well. Let's try this. How much health do you have? Oh my days, 350. 350. Obviously, they've kind of gone for the whole skibbity thing and the siren. They've definitely kind of shown their target audience with this one. More of a younger audience they're trying to cater for. Let's see if it stomps. How much does it do? Okay, like 2.5, 3.5. And it's got 350 health, so it's pretty... Oh, it sings. It sings. Oh, it sings. It drops a couple of items. This occasion, it's still singing. On this occasion, it dropped... No, it's still singing. It dropped loud leather. And then we have... Oh, the smiler. Reminds me of something from the back rooms. Kind of like the way it grabbed you, though. Kind of a cool animation. Okay, how much health have you got? Is that 100 or 1,000? 100. Same strength as an iron golem. On this occasion, it dropped the smiler tooth. Now we get into the craftable items. So this one is going to be the undead fist. This is made with zombie hide and a diamond. What I do like about this is it actually explains how to make zombie hide. So before you can do this, you're going to have to make the hide, which is done with 4 of these. Now, the recipes are not shapeless, and it has to be done top left. Like it does mention, you're going to need 2. Let's go ahead and craft this. I want to summon a pillager here. It doesn't have any special attack. It's literally just a fist. Again, it looks really cool in the third-person perspective. Can this also be enchanted? Yes, it can. I can actually put sharpness on this, which definitely feels quite strange, I'll be honest. And this is what it looks like on an armor stand. So the same is going to apply for all of the weapons. This time we have the bone mace. You are going to need the reinforced bones first. So we did gather a couple of these. If you open up the crafting table, you can see here we're able to make the reinforced bones. Grab yourself diamond and 2 sticks, and then you'll also be able to make yourself the mace. Once again, though, the attacking animations are not perfect. This does come with a strength of 8. A crit hit will get it down to 11, pretty much half of its health. And yes, it can be enchanted. Definitely looks pretty cool. The models in this add-on have been relatively impressive. There is an armor set you're able to make. This is going to be the bone armor. Now, I don't think this actually offers any form of special abilities to players, which I kind of liked. Honestly, I kind of like it when they don't offer special abilities, so players can kind of just enchant them and mess around with them to their own satisfaction. But this is a really cool armor. There's a couple more, and they do get a little bit better. And the good news is, I did test. You are able to do a little bit of enchanting. And some of these do look really cool enchanted as well. So we'll do the whole entire armor here. Give you guys a brief showcase of what this looks like when it's enchanted. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And yeah, I like the colors. I like how this armor looks. How about the web scythe? The web scythe needs spider legs and tainted emeralds. We also have to make the spider legs with the spider bites. That's why I was talking about the bites before and how they are needed a little bit later on. This one is relatively easy to make, but you are going to have to combine them with the tainted emeralds. In terms of how strong this is only an attack of 7. But once again, looks pretty cool. On to the next one. This is the filthy axe, and it requires the head, which is going to be the creeper face. You can make yourself the creeper face with the clumps. So if you don't have this, not a problem. Go ahead and craft these. Grab yourself some sticks. This one does require netherite, though. So it's quite expensive and does come with an attack of 9. Looks cool again in this perspective. Gonna be like a 2-shot kill, I imagine. Yes, it is. I'm not going to show you all of the recipes because they're inside of the book, but next we have the tongue dagger. Sharper than you'd expect. You're going to need the goat tongue, which is this, which can be obtained by, well, killing goats. Now, this right here is the dagger with an attack of 8. It's not my favorite one. Still a 2-shot crit kill. Then we have some armor. So if we go to the next page here, we have the goat helmet, chestplate, leggings, and boots. These are crafted in a very specific way and also require netherite scraps to be repaired. But just like before, I don't think they have any form of special ability when equipped. It's just a new cool armor. On the next page, we have the red emerald sword. To get yourself the red emeralds, you need to make them with the tainted emeralds, which are done by killing those really plagued villagers. It says a newly refined village protector. So that's this. I placed them in the armor stands because they just look so cool that way. Apparently, this is used to protect villages. And they all seem to have a very similar damage, ranging from 6 to 9. What armor is this one then? So the armor we have here is red emerald. Okay, so that one, again, done in the same way. But as you can see here, this one's repaired with these emeralds, or should I say, yeah, the red emeralds. This is what it looks like when it's on your player. It does look cool. Kind of reminds me of having like an armor trim design on. Talking about the next weapon, this is going to be your witch sword. This one has an attack of 8. So So it looks like these are all the same. I did show you the ancient one, which is the one that crafted with 3 parts. Let's just check these in terms of attacks, because I don't think they have any special abilities. Yeah, they're all the exact same. I think the aim is for players to enchant them themselves. Then we have the Smiler Sword. Let's see how this one is made. So these... Oh, okay. Witch Sword requires the eyes, which we did get from killing it before. Ancient Sword and the Smiler. It's a big sword. That's all it says. And this is an attack of 9 as well. So drops it all the way down to 9. And then it's dead. And my favorite... Well, 2 of my favorites in today's video in terms of the models is this one here, which is the loud weapon. I wonder if it makes a sound, though, when you... Okay, 2... Well, this is really strong, actually. 10. Much stronger. That's actually insane. What does it look like in this perspective? I kind of like this one, but my favorite has to be the armor. This looks like it's got silence or rib on it already. And this one is crafted with the same ingredients as that. And I think this looks really cool. I think this armor is absolutely incredible. I'm certainly not saying it's a bad add-on, but nothing stands out versus some of the other add-ons we've checked out before. I feel like the mobs and the entities are very mediocre. There's no form of uniqueness with each and every single one. So if you were looking for a horror add-on, I would still stick with the horror survival. Somebody out there has to create a horror add-on that can compete with that.